Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sailing Insatiable. We've heard that you guys are loving our videos and we've got heaps of good comments and heaps of feedback, so we're going to try and get a few more out for you guys and sort of share the lifestyle with you. As you know, me and Renee are pretty new to sailing. We're currently doing up our boat, our center cockpit Roberts, for us to adventure off in the future. We're really excited about it, we can't wait. We're just going to get this boat where we need it, nice and safe and sturdy, and then we're going to hit the ocean and we're going to take you guys with us. So today what we're going to do, we're going to head down to Bunnings, going to get some silicone, going to get some sealant, some gap filler, finish up a couple things that we've done in here, and that's that job over. So Renee's away at the moment, so it's just me. So you have to look at me all day, but let's get into it, hey? We'll get it sorted.
Come through here.
So what's going on at the moment is we've put this new piece in running all the way through, and we just need to get some seal and some gaps to fill up the gap filler. So we've still got a bit of sanding to do here, and then you don't want to go down there. That's our messy room, but not much to see down there anymore. Almost done. All we need to do is put the new carpet in, which is going to be going in here, which you guys will get to see, and we've got new covering to go over the engine as well. But all in all, she is coming together nicely. We've got all this all been repainted. It's all been repainted. All the roof's nice and secure. Been put in nice and good now, and everything is running well. Forward V-berth has been done as well. Well, let's do it, guys. Let's head down to Bunnings. What do I need? I need a hat. First rule of owning a boat is remembering to wear your hat, which I tend to forget, and Renee never lets me forget. Alrighty, I've got keys, the automobile. Let's do it. Right, I definitely need thongs. There's weather out here, would you? Honestly.
Optimist.
Alrighty, let's do it. Whew, you can tell it's getting summer, it's getting really hot. Alright, Bunnings, let's do it. I would have to say, we would spend so much of our lives sitting in traffic. It is ridiculous. Need a motorbike. That's what I need. We made it to Bunnings. Let's do it. So Bunnings is basically a place in Australia where you go to buy everything and anything for your house, and it's pretty much just building materials, everything from indoor, outdoor, and there's still a bit of camping and that kind of stuff, but it's mainly just building materials. Pretty reasonably priced, and there's one everywhere, and they have everything. Everyone's looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm walking around talking to a camera. Oh well. They're already playing Christmas songs? It's not even December. Alrighty. This is what we're looking for. Gap filler. Just to get in those small spots so we can't get everything else. So you can either buy 3 for $6 or the generic brand, which is 1 for $6. I think I'll definitely go for the 3 for $6. I've got my new gaps. For future reference, you're not allowed to film in Bunnings. They do not like it. Let's get back to the boat. It is way too hot to not go get a Slurpee. Slurpee time it is. Just gotta find it Macca's. One of the coolest views while driving, I reckon you'll find in the Sunshine Coast is this one coming up. Are you ready? Come straight over the hill and boom! Ocean. Big, beautiful ocean. Pretty good. G'day mate, how you going? Could I please get a frozen Coke, thanks? Just on card, buddy. Thanks for that. Champion, thanks mate. $1 for a frozen drink. Winning. Winning. It's a big line. People getting lunch. It's lunchtime. Well, it's 1 o'clock. I guess that's lunchtime. Hey, cheers, see you later. Winning. That was a very busy McDonald's. Very busy. Alright, we're back at the boat. So let's get this done. John, my neighbour, keeps laughing at me every time I do a bit of filming. He doesn't like it at all. One thing all people will know when you live and own a sailboat, to do anything, you literally have to move everything. No word of a lie. Everything has to come out. Always moving. And always making a mess. So we've got gap filler, pretty basic stuff. You pretty much take a tube out. Take a tube out of here, like so. Usually not that hard to get out. Get a gun, pressure gun, just pushes the fluid through. That just sits in there, like so. Tension it up. So when you squeeze that, we put a tube on the end here, a nozzle. Then we can fill the gaps and run a finger across them to clean them up. Let's get a nozzle. So what we're doing is we're filling up a couple of the gaps with the with just basic gap filler. And when I say gaps, what I mean is if we look up here, where we put this new timber up, we can see where it's just come off a little bit. Now it's all secure and it's glued on tight, but we simply just put a bit of gap filler in it. And just here you can see there's a little hole there. So just a little bit of gap fill in there and just here, just to cover up those spots where, you know, it is come apart a little bit. So yeah, let's get into it. So I am by no means an expert at this. I'm just simply going off what I've just looked up, whether it be YouTube or from friends and family. Sharps down the knife, you just want to put it on the end. You just want to get a nice, clean, pointy cut. So when you run your, like that, so when we run it over the fill, it will come out the short end, and then you'll have this as acting as a finger as well to push it into the gap. So I'm told. Let's see if it works or not. So doing this with holding a GoPro in one hand and this in the other is going to be interesting, but let's give it a go, eh? So put the gun in the corner, pull the trigger, wait, here we go, pull the trigger to fill the gap. Pulling on slowly, stopping, getting our finger, rubbing it against the gap, and done. Easy. Alright, 20 million more spots to go. Keep some tissue paper around because it kind of goes everywhere. Just put it in, pull the trigger, straight down, clean up with your finger. The fun side of sailing. Getting a boat ready. Yay! I'll show you what a difference just finishing it off can do. So that's it beforehand. So it's got the big gap over the top. Now I'll quickly put the sealant on. Put you guys over here so you can watch me. Maybe. Maybe not. God, the way I throw these viewers around, I wouldn't watch this channel either. Alright. I'll get a first load in there, which will be a bit. So our neighbour next door is leaving today. He's gone out for a sail. He's doing a bit of work on his boat as well. He's finally got it up and going and he's about to head off, so let's see him leave, eh?
Right. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
See you boys, have a good trip.
We will.
So John's our neighbour. He's been helping us out a fair bit with getting boat done and just getting general maintenance done. Really good guy. Been sailing for 30 years. Basically lives and breathes sailing and can't get enough of it. So now he'll have a good trip and he'll be back soon and we'll catch up again. Alright, so the first one's up. As you can see, I've done a little bit from here halfway down. and just the tiny bit up here. Also done this one up here and all three here. Now, I'm not going to do them all because I've still got a little bit of painting to do. And I want to get the painting done because painting over the silicone, well, the gap filler isn't a very good idea. It tends to look a bit funny and the paint strips it away a bit. So what you need to do is you need to paint, wait for the paint to dry and then get it all on properly. And then yeah, so we'll leave that as it is for now, as long as I've got it, and then I can finish the painting and then get into that. It is really hot down here, like really hot. Got the air scoop open, but we're in a marina, it's no breeze. Might head upstairs and we might go through some of the plans that we have coming up. One thing that we do on Insatiable, well, since we've bought the boat and we've moved on to try and save some money, is we've been making our own beer. Next episode I'm going to actually be going through how I make it. I'll go through the steps of actually brewing it, bottling it, and sterilizing everything and brewing it to when you can drink it. For the moment, this is our fridge. So we don't use this fridge in the marina for the simple fact that it runs off the motor. It's a eutectic fridge, so you need to run the motor, and diesels don't really like to idle very much, not under load. So whilst we're in the marina, we choose not to use it. We just use the fridge that we allocated upstairs. But if you open this, what I do use it for is to store beer that I've made. As you can see, so this is a Cooper's homebrew. We use plastic containers because the plastic containers just, if they fall over, they're not going to break. They're quite reliable. And look, I like to see the fermentation process. So you can have a look at it. You can see how, you know, it's got a nice clear color through it. It's got the sediment down the bottom there. It's doing really good. So we'll take one of these up to the fridge because we're going to need it. And let's go over some of the plans that we have for this channel. Before we get started, let's have one of these ones. So this is a beer that I made. It's a Cooper's Lager. Got bottled about 3 weeks ago. So it's just about ready. Pretty much perfect. The longer you leave it, obviously, the better it gets. Just put it down a bit. Do a shake. And there you go. Homebrew. Cheers. Not too bad. Better with age. So basically what I wanted to do is quickly discuss with you guys what we have planned for the boat, and the chores that we have coming up. Obviously we're going to try and film as much as we can to try and invite you guys into our lives and into the lifestyle of buying or selling all of your belongings, buying a sailboat and planning on sailing around the world. So a couple of things we have left to do is change all of our lights to LEDs, which is something that we've already ordered, waiting for them to rock up. As soon as they get here, we'll then change them. We've got new curtains to put on the boat, a bit of sanding, a bit of varnishing to do with the timber inside and outside. We're going to put a new TV in. I don't really want a TV, but Renee would like to have a TV for those longer trips, so she could sit back and watch a DVD. So obviously we'll try and find something that doesn't use much power. We're going to change all of our water hoses. So we found that there's like a sort of a growth that's coming on the inside of our water hoses. The boat was based in Bundaberg, and Bundaberg has a high iron in their water and a high calcium in their water. Great for farming, but not so good for tanks. It destroys them. So new carpet to go in the bedroom, new carpet to go over the motor box. We've got new fans going in, we've got new speakers going in, we've got a new manual bilge pump going in as well. So at the moment we've got 2 bilge pumps, both electric. So I want to put a manual one in. So manual one, worst case scenario, if the batteries are underwater, we can't access the automatic ones, we'll be able to pump it out by hand. Alrighty, moving on to the outside. So anchor chain. If anybody knows anybody in Brisbane, Sunshine Coast, Gold Coast who has good anchor chain and for a reasonable price, please give us a call. We need about 80 meters of anchor chain, 10 mil, probably double dipped galv. So if you know anyone, comment below, let us know. Greatly appreciated. We need to replace all of our halyards. They're a bit worn, so I want to replace all of them. We're going to replace our safety lines. As you can see at the moment, we've just got just ropes on there, the top one. So we need to replace them so to be all wire, and without this plastic on it, because the plastic covers if it's deteriorating or not. So you can't really see. So we need to replace them. And we need to get them done pretty quick. All right, the furler at the front, they're sort of flaking off a bit, so I want to get that painted. Might get it chromed up, make it look pretty nice. Not too sure about that one yet. Like I said, new sheet lines. We're going to buy some extra ropes to have on board. Bimini cover. So if you have a look at the bimini cover, you can see, sorry my finger's in the way. If we look over the back there, we can see the zip is coming off the side there. And if you have a look at the clears, then they're not very clear anymore. So these clears are fine because they're pretty new, but this one, that one over there, and this one here all need replacing. So that's something that we'll be getting done as well. Just before we go, so you know we can go and everything's done really. We're going to replace the sail bag. Sail bag that we have on there at the moment is broken. It's got holes all through it. Every time we take it off and put it back on, we rip it some more. So we've got a new one of them getting made up. Okay, winches. We need to service our winches. So I'll have an episode as well on servicing the winches, making them all, you know, beautiful. So they should be, that should just turn with ease. And I'm, you know, it's not. That one's alright, but that one's not. So we definitely need to get those ones fixed. So I'll have one of the people from the marina is going to come over and give me a lesson in servicing the winches. So I'll definitely make sure to film that and get that up for you guys. All right, moving on. We have prop on the outboard. So I'll show you this. I didn't even notice. When we bought the boat, we were cruising around everywhere and I couldn't wonder why there was so much vibration in the motor. And then one day I pulled it up and someone showed me that one of the leaves on the prop was broken off. So I'll show you now. These towels are here to stop the sunlight coming in on when we're sleeping in the morning, because it gets bright here at 5 AM. So this is a prop. If you have a look there, that's the one that's broken off. So I need to get a new one of them. That's just the past one. I'm going to upgrade this before we leave. Definitely needs just something that needs to be done. Now this is what happens if you leave terps in the bucket and it tips over. It destroys your paint. Left a little bit of terps there and just absolutely destroyed it. So I have to sand all that back and repaint it all and get it all beautiful again. As you can see for the sail bag, this is what I was talking about when I was saying it was broken. See, it's all just falling apart. Those guys over there. It's been raining here a fair bit and I've been bucketing the water out of their little boat for them for a couple of days, but you know, there's only so many hours I'm here for and I can bucket it out, and it rained for about 3 hours last night, and when I came out this morning it was just about to go under, so I had about this far until it was underwater. So they're out there now trying to do something about trying to put a bilge pump in it. Personally, probably just put it on your boat, but each their own. That's definitely about it. We've spent a lot of money on the motor getting it perfect. Basically put new engine mounts in, which was quite a big job. We also raised the motor to line it up better with the prop shaft. We put a new shaft in and new cutlass bearing, new bearings as well. We also put a new raw water pump in, new fuel filters, new oil filters, oil change, fuel filter, air filter, and we also did the injectors. So it's much better. It's performing much better. It's starting much better. So that was a big change, and I'm really happy that that's happened. But look guys, you know, thanks heaps for your comments, and we've had some great feedback, and we put a couple of videos up for you guys just to see, you know, if people are going to enjoy them, and they really are enjoying them. So we're going to do our hardest to get as many videos out to you guys as possible. we want to bring you along on the journey, and we want to show you what it's about and have a bit of fun with you guys, and you know, learn from you guys, and hopefully you guys can learn something from us as well, and we can push someone out there to, you know, do the same thing we're doing. But thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe. You know, if you're subscribing, you know, we can keep going. We get people watching, and it means a lot. So do it. Love you guys. Talk to you.